There has been a nuclear accident in the Soviet Union, and the Soviets have admitted that it happened. The Soviets may have been fairly quick to acknowledge the accident because evidence in the form of mild nuclear radiation had already reached beyond the Soviet borders to Scandinavia.
On the 26th of April 1986, there was an explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in what was then the Soviet Republic of Ukraine. A massive explosion tore through reactor 4, unleashing a silent and invisible killer radiation. The wind that night blew north. Ukraine and its capital Kyiv were spared by chance, but Belarus, just across the border, was not. A radioactive cloud spread like a shroud of death, poisoning the land, the sky, and every life in its path. Entire villages were emptied, families fled, never to return. What was once home became a forbidden wasteland, known only as the zone. Time stood still there. Homes, schools, and memories were left to decay in silence. For decades, the zone remained sealed off. Just in recent years, it reopened. I went there to witness what remains of the place where time stood still, and where the echoes of disaster still whisper through the ruins. This used to be the toilet, I think. One toilet. So this was probably the kitchen. As I see this, so. This was some kind of outside area. Oh, this is the bed the children used to sleep in. And more dolls. Somebody pulls the head off. Oh, and the outside toilet. Or maybe this wasn't at the outside, because this was actually this was a house with a roof, so this was actually an inside toilet, of course. The thing is you can flush. So what was this? This was the ridge. Yeah, that is. Что это было? Что вы думаете? Вы понимаете?
Горчица.
А, горчица? Очень много горчицы почему-то.
Я не знаю. Дети любят, видимо, горчицу. Видимо, да, дети любят горчицу.
Well, so let's see the newspaper here. 21st of March 1986. Friday cost 3 kopeck. Didn't know what's gonna happen in just a month, approximately. How to raise children, it says here. From 84. how to raise children before they go to school, actually. Maybe it was the Soviet propaganda or something, I don't know. This is how much children was in school in this month. And they write all of the last names and отчество, the father name. They write how many days of the month they were in school. So they have control of that. So this was one more door to go out from. It will be interesting to see how this looked before everything was robbed and destroyed like this. Oh, wow. So much toilets. Wow. So a lot of children could go on the toilet at the same time. Wow. I don't know, just to save time, I don't know. So when Chernobyl happened, they did not tell people first. It happened on the 26th of April. And it was just, we are here driving through a lot of villages. And they did not tell them until in the beginning of May. So a lot of people lived with this radiation for, 5-10 days, which is extremely dangerous, of course. A lot of people died from that. And a lot of villages, just like this. In this one where I am right now, lived around 1,300 people, something like that. Come on.
Я вам там один подвальчик еще покажу. Так, не надо? То есть все медикаменты, все сохранилось, все лежит. Вот это тоже, это все медикаменты.
$1985. This is the view they had when they were working here, doing what else, whatever they do. And then boom. Everything is left. A lot of things was stolen after this happened, but things like this no one cared about, of course. And this was the House of Culture, that they call it, Dom Kulturi. I'm filming right now on my phone because I forget to change battery on my camera, so. 4th of March 1984, Sunday, day of to go voting for the highest post in the Soviet Republic. Now I stand in what used to be the supermarket here in this village. This used to be the thing how to weigh stuff. This is how they count how much they had to pay. Now it doesn't move, it's old. And right now I'm standing what used to be the hospital here. Well, not so comfy. Yeah, a lot of these cups everywhere. Maybe it was for patients, right? Every patient had their own. And where I'm standing now, I guess this used to be the food place where they got served food, because this kind of thing here is usually where you got some food, then you gave it to dish. So this used to be the post office. Soviet Belarusian. So where I'm walking right now, this used to be a school. A really huge school. Can you imagine people studying here? And everything is stolen away, like you see. Not much left here. Everything is left in ruins. But there is some evidence that it was a school. You can see the desk there the teacher used to have. Well, it was a nice classroom. You can imagine studying here, having so much windows open up, so much nice light, so much green trees. Oh wow, Lenin. 9th of January is the beginning of the first democratic revolution in Russia. What's this? Karta. Wow. No, it's a map over the world. Yeah. No part of it, I guess. Oh wow. So this was some child in this school that was painting this. So I guess they were kind of young, the children here. So it says here, Happy New Year, it says here. So this was painted just before it. History of the culture of the Soviet Republic. So here we have one more classroom. So I guess actually there was different age groups of the children here. I don't know to what age, of course, but this is of course A little bit more serious stuff. This is not for children. Right, let's go from here. I have a lot of things to see here, so we can't stay in every location so long. What is this, huh? Oh, it's probably a safe. Maybe they keep something of value. I have no idea. This is a good question, huh? What is this? So this used to be a hospital. So here was standing beds, I guess. So this was rooms for patients in the hospital. What a nice. So I guess this is where they deliver children. Like that.
Подождите, давайте я положу вот сюда.
О, тут уже нормально.
7,04 она падает.
2,3 уже.
8,57.
Маленький.
Давайте до 100 положим.
So one of the ideas why it was higher levels of radiation in this place was the firemen used to go to this place to wash the shoes, maybe. This can be one of the ideas, but no one knows for sure. I'm now what used to be a children's school. Drops a lot of water. It's very wet, you see here. Drops a lot of water on the floor here. And, a lot of gas masks. This used to be a tub, so you could wash your hands. So I don't know why this was in the classroom, but this is where the teacher would have stood, and the students would have sit right here. Had the windows here. See, it starts growing on the rooftop here. A tree growing up here. Nature has its own, lives its own life. Yeah, so this was the school, the children's school, this one. Right here. Cigarette Minsk from Soviet times. This kind of posters was popular in the Soviet times. Now we're gonna go to a private house here that is saved. Gonna see what is left in this one. So this was the fireplace. So it's interesting, when this was warm, there was actually a place to sleep here for children. Happy New Year. This was written in 86. And there's no address on it. So maybe they give this personally. And one more fireplace. From 78 this one. They had children, so this is for children to have with them when they go to school, I guess. It looks like it. And this seems like to be the children's room actually in this house, because I see this one that is for small babies, so they had at least some children here. They studied physics. Interesting. They probably knew what happened when this explosion happened. One more book about expertise on physics. So when this all happened, Chernobyl, I think they probably knew it was over. Time to run away from here. But the problem was it was hidden away from the public for a long time. You know, the first country that noticed the radiation levels after this crash, that was actually Sweden. And it was after Sweden said this and that Soviet Union started to do tests too, and coming out with it too. And so there was a really long time they lived in this. Oh, this was some kind of movie. This is вот, привет, мартышки. Really small steps. Maybe they did this because they had children. More easy for children to walk in steps like this.